Hello guys, welcome to my channel Mystic Aura by Karthi. Today's painting is a bottle of magic potion. So I've started off with a wet on wet technique and applied a thin layer of water, and then for the illusion of glowing potion I've used shades of yellow and orange, and then I've chosen a shade of pink for the rest of the potion. As we are trying to draw this in a glass bottle, so usually the edges are a little darker. So I've used an intense shade of pink around the edges and also used a bit of purple in order to give an effect of the potion is in glass. And then you can seamlessly blend it because we are doing it on wet technique. You can also use a reference photo to understand where exactly should you have a darker shade and where exactly should you have highlights. And now we are also making the edges as dark as possible so that we can see the layer of potion on the top. And I have highlighted it on the corners and the edges with a very dark shade of pink. You can go over it a few times and blend it until and unless you're very happy with it. And for the glass, I've used Payne's Grey. So initially I use a diluted mix of Payne's Grey, and I am painting in such a way that the edges of the glass is a little darker, and make sure that you leave a few white spaces also in order to show the highlight of the glass. As this is also done on wet, it is very easy to blend, and you can again use a reference of a glass bottle in order to figure out which area should be darker and which area should be lighter. Usually the edges are darker and you have highlights on either sides of the bottle. And we have to make sure that we have the reflection of the potion as well, so I'm adding a bit of pink at the bottom. And then I am moving on and adding the stop cork and the rope. For this I've used a base color of yellow ochre, and then I'm adding the details on the cork and then the rope with a much darker shade of brown. I thought this knot and the rope can give a little vintage look to the bottle, so I just tried it out. As this is a potion in a glass bottle, there'll definitely be reflection, so I've added some more pink along the bottle to show reflection. Next, in order to create a glowing effect, I'm going to paint pink around the bottle. So wet the entire area around the painting, and I have applied pink color close to the glass jar, showing that it is glowing. And then for the rest of the areas, I have used a contrasting color, so I've chosen purple in my case. It is the contrast that is very important to create the glowing effect. And then I've used a white gel pen in order to give a few highlights and add some magic. You can try this out, it's beautiful. Then a black for a bit of highlights. And that's it for the painting. Now the favorite part of the painting, removing the masking tape. Isn't it amazing? So that's it for today's video, and hope you enjoyed it. Like, share and comment for more such amazing videos. See you in my next video.